It's hard to be an MMORPG enjoyer. Essentially, all the good MMOs right now are MMOs that have been here for the last 10 plus years. World of Warcraft, World of Warcraft Classic, Guild Wars 2, Final Fantasy 14, and of course Elder Scrolls Online. All of these MMOs are pretty old and in some ways are the only ones who have survived the test of time. But something big is starting to happen. Not only we have a lot of MMORPGs coming out this year, like Chrono Odyssey, Ion 2, and of course Blue Protocol, but every one of the old MMORPGs are also getting huge updates, preparing themselves for the next decade and even further other MMORPGs. I mean, look at this, guys. ESO is saying that they want to be here for the next 30 years. That is pretty exciting. And with things like Guild Wars 3 in the works, the MMORPGs has never been more exciting. And I'm gonna tell you why not only we don't have to wait for the MMORPG comeback to actually come, but we're honestly already here. Subscribe to the channel for more content like this. Go to my Ko-Fi if you want to support my content. Go to my Twitch to watch me live every morning, and let's get into it. Right now, every MMO has huge projects on them. World of Warcraft is essentially becoming World of Warcraft 2 by all the changes they're making. Not only they're putting housing in the game, but also getting rid of add-ons, making the entirety of what we expected from World of Warcraft completely change. The fact that they're also going for the World Soul Saga, making expansions a bit smaller but more frequent, has completely changed the way that the game works as well. And who knows where else they're gonna go after this. World of Warcraft wants to completely change for what MMORPGs need to be in 2025. Something new, something different, something more exciting than just looking at your UI to kill every boss. And if you want that, you of course have World of Warcraft Classic. Let's be real, Classic Plus is coming. May not in 2025, but very, very soon. We already had the experiment when Season of Discovery came out, and the fact that everyone who wants a classic experience of an MMORPG can just come in here and just progress through World of Warcraft Classic will completely revitalize the MMORPG genre in a very interesting way. If you want to play modern MMOs, you can play the new version of Retail and where that is gonna go to. And if you want the old version of WoW, you can just play Classic and play the new content that is gonna get with Classic Plus. And it's not only World of Warcraft. Final Fantasy 14 is bringing the game into mobile. But it's not only that. A lot of the mechanics from the game are actually changing as well. They're getting better dice, better fashion, better combat, more auction-oriented. And all these changes can probably be applied to what Final Fantasy 14 is right now. A lot of the problems that it has, they can just test them in this new mobile version and then bringing it over to the main game. I'm not gonna lie, I don't really like Final Fantasy 14, but Final Fantasy 14 Mobile looks more appealing to me than the normal version. Let's be real, Final Fantasy has never had an issue in terms of being epic, in terms of being an interesting MMORPG with good systems. It has a problem with how slow it is. The new player experience, the combat, and so many other things. But if they can start to fix these problems in the mobile version, making the game a bit more action combat-y, a bit more exciting to play, it could really go somewhere else. Even old school RuneScape is getting a new skill, sailing. This is old school RuneScape, guys. The ones that never change, or very slightly, because it's supposed to be a classic experience, an old school experience. And even them are reimagining themselves. Every MMORPG is pushing for what they should become next. Guild Wars 2 has been doing their best, remaking the game for new players, getting better progression, and a more consistent schedule of release. Most likely preparing for whatever the unannounced project is, whether that is Guild Wars 2.5 or Guild Wars 3, we don't know, but what it is the future of this franchise. And considering the new expansion and how many people have come here to try the new updates and prepare for the new expansion, The future of Guild Wars 2 and the franchise is only bright. Even Elder Scrolls Online, after they got a huge amount of layoffs on their team, they are saying, no, we're not giving up with Elder Scrolls Online. We're gonna update the game, we're gonna rework the game, we're gonna change the graphics, maybe even the combat, in order to bring this game back for the next 30 plus years. Are they actually gonna do that? On this one, I'm not 100% sure, but they probably know that if they don't, they're gonna get behind everybody else. And with Elder Scrolls 6 coming out, they really want their franchise to keep going. Even New World, the laughingstock of the MMORPG genre, is bringing itself back from the dead with their new expansion. It's actually a season, but it's an expansion. I've been playing it very recently, and Jesus Christ, this game has been... It's completely different to what it used to be. And oh my god, I'm so excited for the new season. And well, everybody else is too. Every established MMORPG is just lasting right now, trying to bring their game back and in some ways succeeding, at least with their player base. Even Mabinogi, a very obscure MMORPG from back in the day, literally ported the entire game to Unreal Engine 5. That's insane. I didn't know if this was even possible, but here it is. I think that companies have realized how profitable can MMORPGs be. If you have one successful one, it's a great source of income. Hence why they understand that really just reviving their MMORPGs and just bring them back and continuously have their player base happy is worth doing. And it just feels so good to be an MMORPG fan right now and seeing how much care and effort they're putting into their games. And well, if you don't want to play old games, you can still try the new ones. There's a few of them that are coming. There's been a lot of MMORPGs right now that have been made for Unreal Engine 5. And I know what you're gonna say, Unreal Engine 5 sucks. It doesn't work for MMORPGs. It's a disaster. You saw what Chrono Odyssey was like. And I agree, a lot of these MMORPGs don't look the best. But the truth is that they are coming out very frequently. Developing an MMORPG has never been easier. That is just the reality of it. Now, does this mean we're gonna get good MMORPGs? Well, I think that all comes down to the actual developers of this game. Unreal Engine 5 is just a tool that makes some things easier, but that doesn't mean that if you don't have any inspiration or you don't put a lot of work into your development, yeah, the game is not gonna go out well. But Guild Wars 3, for example, is being developed in Unreal Engine, and I have no doubt that they will do a great job at it, because they are artists. They are people who care about video games because they love them. The potential on Unreal Engine is great, but you have to meet it. Otherwise, there's nothing. And with all these MMORPGs coming out, we're bound to get at least one that is not complete dog shit, right guys? Surely. At least we can get a good MMORPG that is a little bit pay to win, right? Like, just at least that. But the truth is that after so many years of literal nothing and just Kickstarter scams like Camelot Unchained, there was a Kickstarter that stole a lot of money to make whatever you are looking at here right now. I'll take some Unreal Engine 5 slop any day. We gotta play the odds at this point. The reality is that Unreal Engine 5 will be a positive overall for the development of MMORPGs. They'll make them faster, and yes, we will get some bad games because of this, but the people who actually want to make something good with passion will have an easier time to do so, and that can only be positive for the genre. MMORPGs are coming back. The old ones are better than ever, and they're gonna become even better. The new ones just keep coming, and eventually one of them will be okay. And the dead ones are getting revived. And honestly guys, the only thing I want is from New World to become what it should have been from the start. The new generation MMORPG. So there you go. What do you guys think? Are you excited for the future of MMOs? Do you think I'm full on copium, maybe? Notice that I didn't mention Ashes of Creation, guys. I don't want to make an argument against my video, but I am very, very excited. I have Soulframe next week, Legion Remix, afterwards. New World expansion and Guild Wars 2 expansion, all in 1 month. That is crazy for the MMORPG genre, and it feels good. Thank you very much for watching, guys. Subscribe to the channel for more content like this. Go to my Ko-Fi if you want to support my content. Go to my Twitch to watch me live every morning. See you guys around. Love you all. Ciao, ciao.